Momentum Securities, their office is up on the 7th floor, the Houston-based company with another office in Atlanta, in the line of fire.
Tonight we offer our sincere and heartfelt thoughts and prayers to those that have been killed and injured. Mark Barton was a client of Momentum Securities. There was simply no indication that this unfortunate incident might happen.
I walked down the hallway, I saw a lot of blood. I saw in the management office a pool of blood, and when I saw that, I ran in my office, told everybody it had obviously been a shooting.
The Buckhead section of Atlanta, where 2 brokerage offices are targeted by a gunman, ID'd as 44-year-old Mark Barton. He allegedly opens fire, killing 9 people inside.
He was there, noticed the market was down, and then pulled out his guns and began shooting.
Office rage that now, even here in Houston, is the talk through the floors of the high-rise workplace.
Again, it could happen anywhere. It could happen to any of us, and it's sort of like out of the blue.
Even though they're here in Houston, they might even have nightmares about it?
Nightmares, be afraid, sort of look around and wonder, could that happen to me? And that's the phenomenon we always see.
And psychiatrists like Dr. Vincent say that is the big concern, because this type of office rage can happen without warning, and there's such great vulnerability. Everybody working in a tight confine, that's what triggers the heartaches and the headaches and the worry. That's what's the big concern. One other quick point about the company here, Momentum Securities. They notified the FBI right after the shooting, and they had extra security here because at that point, as you'll recall, the gunman's still at large. Reason to be concerned, but as soon as they found out that the gunman had taken his own life, security backed off, and now they're just trying to deal with the emotions of all of their workers and clients. For now, we're in Southwest Houston. I'm Ed Lascos, News 2 Houston, Daybreak.
How do you make sense out of someone that kills all of these people, what, 12 or 13 people? How can you make any sense out of that?
A Houston family in pain speaks out. Their loved one, Kevin Dial, the victim in an Atlanta shooting rampage.
He was so special.
Dial was inside an Atlanta business when witnesses say gunman Mark Barton walked in and opened fire. The parent company of that business, Momentum Securities, is based in Southwest Houston.
Mark Barton was a client of Momentum Securities. There was simply no indication that this unfortunate incident might happen.
Interestingly enough, Dial had an inoperable brain tumor. Family members believe his death was God's will.
I just can't help but believe that that he saved Kevin a lot of suffering by taking him the way he did.
Now, the victim's father, you may remember, is Buddy Dial. He was an All-American football player at Rice University and went on to play pro football for the Steelers and the Cowboys. In Southwest Houston, I'm Jackie Reed, News 2 Houston.